Welcome back, time to newcomers elected Phoenix Wright as attorney. Last episode we pressed an innocent little child, and now we're going to figure out why he erased the photos he took of the Steel Samurai. And I think the answer is obvious. The Steel Samurai didn't win! I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win! That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. Oh crap, what voice did I use for him before? No! It's impossible! The Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever! Voice continuity is gone, but I don't give a crap. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Oh, snap! Order! I will have order! Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. What a crybaby. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right? Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. Order! What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Aw, snap. You know, when Cornered's playing, crap's going down. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we've all made a serious error. An error? What's all this about? There is no bathroom! Just kidding. I want to say Steel Samurai was the victim. If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was a victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order! Still, the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was a victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss OLDBAG said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Aw, snap. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Whoa! But why would the victim do such a thing? Because he really wanted to be the Steel Samurai. Just kidding. I don't know. I get it. You know, I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Show us, quick. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that. Now. Yeah. Here, this is it. Well, looking at it, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix! Wait, Phoenix? Mia? What? Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo, and I think I just figured out what it was. Find the inconsistency in the photo. That inconsistency is the fact that the spear is not broken. Da-da-da-da! I think it's here! They were ashamed to be lacking even more confidence than usual. I suppose that's because I'm not confident about it at all. Maybe you want to rethink your case, Mr. Wright. Okay, so what if I did the top of the spear? No, it's not there, so it's nothing to do with the spear. Strange. Maybe the fact that he's in the second studio? Your Honor, look at this! I see. A gate? Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate? The number? Ah, yes, well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct? Ugh! I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But, that's impossible! What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. Obviously at Studio 2! Here, at Studio 2. I see! That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Well, duh. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The path was blocked. The path of the trailer was blocked. Shall we have heard? The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2! Oh, snap! As you may recall, there's a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime! Order! 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 The bear demands order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss OLDBAG, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole the Steel Samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness! This is Sparta! Jack Hammer is the victim! The victim! Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Get me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. I have proof, I guess. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Crap, I don't have any proof. Screw it. Proof? Uh-oh. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything like that. Phoenix, even if you're not 100% sure about this, you have to try. And I think you've got proof that's good enough to win them over. Just go for it, all or nothing. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright. Actually, I do have proof. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. Okay, what about the spear? The fact that he was holding the spear, maybe that's it. Wait, no, that can't be right. Well, crap. What about the photo? Nope. What about the head? No, the sleeping pills. He used it on Will Powers. There we go. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this one on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent that entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Oh, people getting drugged up in this motherfucker. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicion, yes. There's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. My claim is true. Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle. Huh. I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimonies reveal new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2, and those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. Dang, there's a third investigation in this case? This is going a while. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Man, this is a long case. Good God. Very well. Court is adjourned. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. District Court Defendant Lobby number 1. Woo! That was a close one. We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home after 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Ha! Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there. Career in acting. Well, there was a Phoenix Wright movie, which was pretty kind of awesome, by the way. Pretty kind of awesome. Me too. Dead? Ho-ho, of course, we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. You're right, thanks, Sniff. To be continued right now, since we have 18 minutes left in this recording. 17 and a half, rather. Save! Yay. Hooray! Save! 219-327, writing court offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad, I'm sorry I missed it. Maya! So, what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yep, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Let's move! Back to, well, let's go to the detention center first, see what's over there. Mr. Powers is, obviously. Detention center, visitor's room. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today, thank you! Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him up there. You could stop looking so vulnerable, too. Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes, there's not really anything I can do to help. Ha ha ha, I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Alright, let's see here. Any information? What about, how do you know about producer Vasquez? Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She is well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we'd have nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. What about Director Manella? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manella? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. Well, no crap. Bet he did hentais. When someone in his work caught Vasquez's eye, she brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. I agree. Good God. That guy jumping? That'd be a nightmare. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. Interesting. So, back to the studio, and I bet we run into OLDBAG right off the bat, don't we? Yes, we do. I knew it. October 19th, Globo Studios main gate. The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think your guard's down. Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die! Jeez. Woo! She's alive! Alright. What do you know about producer Vasquez? I was wondering about D. Vasquez, the producer. Ah, their studio bigwigs love her! So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. God dang it. What do you know about Manila? Can I ask you about Sal Manila, the director? I posed nude for him once. Just kidding. Sal, he's soft, a pushover, does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. Mr. Hammer. About Mr. Hammer. Ah! I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag a star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. I'm sure he did. Anyways, let's head to the employee area first, since that's leads to a dead end pretty much. Can cover more ground quicker that way. I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming, just one time. The trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. No! No, don't touch her! Yay! Good God. Gumshoe? Come out of nowhere, don't you? Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal, traces thereof. Oh boy. Something tells me more information is about to come. Why don't we present the sleeping pill bottle to Gumshoe? Do I even I don't even have it! What the freak? Fine. The plate. So, you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills, how? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capability to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to sleeping pills. See if there's traces that'll change color. Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? No, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, all right. So there are sleeping pills on the plate. Looks like it. Steak plate added to the court record. What do you know about the investigation? Tell me, Gumshoe, tell me. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. What do you know about him? Tell me, Gumshoe! How's Edgeworth doing, anyway? Edgeworth is out of control! He was in the waiting room and he crunched this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim, Jack Hammer's print on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep with none other than the victim. So I was right. Sleeping pill bottle added to the court record. Sweet. Alright, well, maybe you can tell me about this bottle, Mr. Gumshoe. That's detective, you pal. Shut up, Gumshoe. Alright, detective, about that bottle. Head scratch. Oh, that. Talk about embarrassing, pal. I can't believe I missed that on my first tweet for evidence. Don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth. It must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility. Blush. Alright, why don't we present him with a steak plate then? Maybe you can tell us something about that. Hopefully, at least. Have this. It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. It's gonna go back to the precinct to do something more detailed tests. You're being very free with your information today, Detective. Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed with today's trial, too. Huh? Most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I think if it had been anyone but you up there, Powers would be done for by now. Well, that's a nice thing to say. Did that unlock anything? Useless Gumshoe is useless. Okay, let's move into the dressing room again. Oh! Oh, hello. Oh, she has a southern voice. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all that you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. Aw, man. What? No! Good lord, they're canceling the show? They can't do that. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, has some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during the filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? The last episode. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Studio policy. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something! Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. What are we showing her? Sleeping pill bottle? What's this? This is why you can't stop the Steel Samurai. Oh. Why you can't... Okay, evidence on why they can't stop the Steel Samurai. Path to Glory. And this is... A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think that you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay. But what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. 5 years ago. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer? And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss OLDBAG. Oh, God. She was here at the studios back then, you know. 'Cause she's old! Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Thanks, Penny! Do-do-do-do-do, Inspector Gadget, do-do-do-do-do, employee area! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do, main gate, do-do-do. What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer! She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. OLDBAG has rabies! Alright, 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nichols! Nichols? Nichols, Nick? Penny Nichols. The assistant we took. Penny Nichols? Really? That's her name? Gotta be kidding me. That's like the most obvious pun ever. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun! No. I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I'll just say I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss OLDBAG, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Sleeping pill bottle. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's the proof that he used those pills on Powers? The steak plate. Of course. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yeah, so? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss OLDBAG. Okay, you win. I'll talk. Finally. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss OLDBAG. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. Of course she does. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss OLDBAG, hold on a minute. Poor Miss OLDBAG. Here, take this. A photograph? Oh, snap. Wait a second. This is the picture. That's just a picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell under the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. 5-year-old photo out of the court record. And on that note, we're gonna end the episode here, so rate, comment, subscribe, favorite, and next episode, hopefully we witness the epic conclusion of the Turnabout Samurai case.